They know they're wrong. They told us inside, and we have it down 100% inspections. And if they were right, I'd cancel the meetings right now.
With the memorandum now signed, attention is shifting to a new showdown over locating and verifying Iran's enriched uranium stockpile. The IAEA is now racing against the 60-day timeline outlined in the agreement to verify the status of Iran's nuclear materials. IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi has urged Iran to disclose the location of its highly enriched uranium as inspectors prepare for the next phase of verification. Rafael Grossi said, and I quote, "We think that the sooner the better, especially since this agreement has a time frame of 60 days, so we will have to be working without losing much time. If Iran wishes to invite the United States or other observers, this is another matter. We do not foresee that somebody needs to help us or control us." Unquote. The IAEA is preparing for a rapid return to Iran as part of the verification process outlined in the new U.S.-Iran agreement. Rafael Grossi said some locations suspected of storing nuclear material may have been damaged during the recent conflict. The nuclear watchdog says it has leads regarding Iran's enriched uranium stockpile, but requires on-the-ground access to verify the information. According to reports, Iranian officials and the IAEA are expected to discuss a possible inspection timeline in the coming days. Grossi has stressed that the IAEA will conduct its work independently and without political influence from any government. The agency also emphasized that no foreign power will control, direct, or supervise its inspection activities inside Iran. On June 23, President Trump warned that he would cancel future meetings if Iran refuses to allow IAEA inspections. However, Tehran responded by saying there are currently no planned IAEA inspections of nuclear sites that were damaged during the conflict.
We have not had a meeting with the Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, nor do we have any plans for an agency inspection of Iran's nuclear facilities that were damaged as a result of the military attack by the United States and the Zionist regime. Basically, there is no procedure at all in this regard. Absolutely. Iran's defensive and missile capabilities have never been part of our talks, nor will they ever be subject to negotiation with any party. The start of negotiations on these two issues is contingent on the implementation of specific provisions of the Memorandum of Understanding. We're trying to ensure that all these provisions are fulfilled as prerequisites for the start of negotiations. Part of it has been achieved, and part of it is being implemented.
They're wrong. They know they're wrong. They told us inside, and we have it down 100% inspections. And if they were right, I'd cancel the meetings right now.
And Iran says there's no agreement to buy ag
From your view, Mr. President, when will those inspectors actually be on the ground?
At the appropriate time. At the appropriate time. There's no rush, but they'll be on the ground at the appropriate time.
Mr. President, on the reflection point, fire in southern Lebanon today, killing 2 people. Are you confident that the ceasefire is still holding?
Well, we'll see what. Look, they've been fighting each other for many, many years, decades, and we'll see. But it's going to come along. We have Iran in a position that nobody's ever had. This should have been done for 47 years by other presidents, and we have Iran in a position where their military has been totally wiped out, their leadership has been wiped out, their radar has been wiped out, everything's been wiped out. They have not a good negotiating position, but despite that, and money that will be taken out of Iran is going to go to our farmers to give corn, soybeans, wheat to Iran because they have a hunger problem, they have a food problem, they have a medicine problem, they got a lot of problems, and they have an inflation. Their inflation now just at 300%, so they have a lot of problems.
Mr. President, are you planning to do a federal takeover of D.C. soon since it looks likely that a socialist in East
So we have a radical left communist elected, I guess, soon to be elected mayor of D.C. D.C. is now a safe, you people know better than anybody, it's a safe, beautiful city. When I came here, it was an unsafe, unkempt, horrible city. It was horrible. The monuments and the waterfalls and the statues and everything were graffiti written, hadn't been fixed in 50 years, cleaned. Now it's beautiful. We did 52 statues, monuments, waterfalls, including the thing that, where the Vandals hit, the the reflecting pool, but we'll get that back very quickly. In fact, I will say, this morning I sent people over, they say it looks absolutely beautiful. But we're going to have to let a little water out and fix it, and then we'll put the water back in. But just so you understand, so our country is doing really well, and we're going to keep it that way. And any senator that didn't vote for all of the things we need, because we're making an amazing deal with Iran. We're making a deal that's going to keep our country and the world safe, because we're not going to let Iran have a nuclear weapon.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.